Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back with our Intermezzo. Welcome back in Tassing, welcome back with Pentiment. And despite the still very limited success of our viewers on this very playthrough, I'm not giving up because I really do still like this game. I'm gonna have a look and continue this one for you, and irregularly keep on posting. These days maybe like 3-4 episodes in a row, so don't worry, you're gonna find a continuation very soon. Apart from this, we're gonna be back with Victoria at some point, and then I'm just like bringing it in whenever I feel like it, whenever I have some time to play it, whenever. Yeah, that's my idea so far. So yeah, in case you came here, thank you for watching, thank you for being here and supporting me. If you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription so you wouldn't miss any future Pentiment playthroughs, but also of course all my others. Have a look and check them out if you haven't yet. And of course, if you have any additions and stuff for the comments, just drop them there. I'm happy to respond to you and get an interaction with you. Thank you so much for your support. And let's get back here to Tassing, where we're just in the Abbey. After last episode, we had our walk with Baron Rotvogel. And here our young Andreas Mahler still doesn't really, we don't really know what's really fully going on. We're working on this one book. We have this appointment in the evening with our friend, but now we're in the Abbey and we have to do some stuff. We can actually, is there anything, do we have a J for a journal? Oh yeah, journal. I need to find a way to get advance from the Abbey so I can help the Gärtners pay the taxes. Oh yeah. Where we're staying with the Gärtners. Then we have, I should speak with Brother Mathieu about an early payment for my manuscript. I think it's almost together. If I can get into this sacristy when the brothers are not around, I should steal the funds I need from the Abbey treasury. Oh no, this is just for the Gärtners, right? Father Gernot might be receptive to a negotiation for the funds. I'll need to approach the subject carefully and make it worth his while. Okay. Another day, another few pages. Hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to Abbey so I can start work from the Scriptorium. Yeah, we have to get money for the Gärtners. I think that's what's up mainly, and yeah, start with my work. But now let's just keep on exploring, and I think let's have a look here. Brother Mathieu maintains his shrine along with some of the sisters who painted badges for pilgrims. Sanctus Mauritius, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea what he did. Learning a couple of things about iconology and theology recently, since I'm doing actually an education how to become a city guide. But Mauritius haven't come my way right now. God bless you, brother Piero. Yeah, who's God? Oh. No, wait, it's Master Mahler. I thought you couldn't see Sister Margarete. During the day I can see some colors. Oh, she's blind. Okay, that's why it's blurred. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. So a quick look. Who was Piero again? Probably the old master who does the main painting. But you're taller and you have another swell to you, like fish or burnt almonds. Oh, what a compliment. Oh, that's old linseed oil, popular among the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. Oh. I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. God has saved me from the temptations of beautiful men. That's a way to see life, I guess. You'll just have to trust me then. Andreas, what a sneaky ass. Oh, not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. Bless you, Master Mahler. Oh yeah, well, what do we have over here? A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. The Holy Lance, Saint Moritz, is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for the faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. And the Holy Lance, also called the Spear of Destiny or the Lance of Longinus, it is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surrounded the lance and several places claim to possess it. Yeah, there were several ones. There's also like about the Holy Lance that was found when during the siege of Antioch in the First Crusade, and it's one of the regalias also of the Holy Roman Empire. I don't entirely know how they are in connection and so forth. But yeah, the Holy Lance. And Saint Moritz, haven't heard of him yet. But maybe Lisbeth has something to say, or Lisbeth. Lice? Like when you write it like this looks almost Dutch to me. Good morning, Mr. Mahler. Oh yeah. God bless you. Oh, that's it? Okay, and Gertrude. Bless you, Master Mahler. How goes your work in the Scriptorium? Could be better. Would it make you happier if I told you Agnes Steinauerin received some saffron yesterday? Okay. No, for yellow, probably smart. Really? Where did you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. I really like these corrections. I mean, you must, in the end, even if you're an abbey, within an abbey, I doubt that historically half of the people would be able to read and write, but I mean, the nuns probably, or I should know that, or maybe I shouldn't. I never thought about medieval education in abbeys. If you have any clue about that, let me know and share your wisdom with the crew. Maybe you can win Prior Ferens to get some of for your yellows. Good to know. How's Mousefinger? What? Who's that? Are you in need of any herbs or flowers? I would pick some for you on my next trip through the meadow. Ah, yeah, we were a nature boy, right? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later. Until later, Sister Gertrude. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Satya one of these days. Saint Satya. One of Tussing patron saints, Satya was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She's more smart-hearted for her actions. Wasn't Moritz just a commander of Roman legions in Egypt? But maybe they were restationed, or the entire team doesn't make too much sense. Also a possibility. Well, not too much here. Well, we're here at the shrine. I would say let's stay here. I really haven't figured out the map or anything yet. Like I said, this is also my absolutely first time playing this very game. So I'm gonna stick around and do everything quite carefully and slowly and try to finish stuff before we move to another spot. Monastery Longquarium. Oh, not bad singing, I would say. I mean, hello, Rüdiger. God bless you, Andreas. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rüdiger? Oh yes, it was a bit of a strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all in Easter, exactly. Have a good day in the Scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Cloister, crypt, tower. Oh wow, this is here the big thing, I would say. Mathieu, dormitory, old bed. Wow, there's so much to do here. Let's talk to Mathieu. Oh, that's a... The hell, why is he so tiny? God bless you, Andreas. How's the sacristy today, Mathieu? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mahler? Okay, what was he vocated for? Vocation means to be chosen for something, right? So, are we an S? A little bit, right? Andreas is a little bit of a rascal, we said. So yeah, a little. Your calling is in the world, Master Mahler. Mine is here. Even if you find keeping order in this place foolish, the Lord does not. God be with you. Yeah. One more thing, I have a favor to ask you. Yes, Andreas? Yeah, we were very bold and idiotic, even though we were just insulting him. I'd like to collect my wages, or I was hoping you could give me the pay earlier. I'd like to collect my wages. Prior Ferens hasn't informed me that you've finished any new manuscripts. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I only have a few pages left, Brother Mathieu. I'll finish them in the next few days anyways. And I think you can wait a few days to collect your wage. Yeah, he's right, probably. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble not only for Kirsa but for Tassing as well. Is that why Father Abbot has increased the taxes and the Gärtners? Are we? Yeah, come on, now we're a little bit angry that he's such a correct guy, so... Is that why Father Abbot has increased the taxes and the Gärtners? What is this about, Andreas? Okay, I would like to help the Gärtners pay their taxes. The Gärtners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their taxes to the Abbey. I need the money, brother. I've made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'll be able to pay it off. Nah, let's be honest in this one. I would not have expected Peter Gärtner of all people to beg a lodger for help. His wife asked me, let's be honest. That must have been difficult for her. I'm sorry, Andreas. If you seek remedy to the Gärtner situation, plead your case to Father Gernot. The mother is pressing, Brother Mathieu. In the name of Christian charity, isn't there anything you can do? What's giving you pause? Oh yeah. I had here like a how is this the first time we have something like that? Failure. My sacred duty is giving me pause, Master Mala. Speak to the Father Gernot. If I have no problem paying you early, it is the abbot's will to do so. God bless you. I shouldn't have... Oh, we can't enter the sacristy? Okay. Doing? Stay away from the sacristy. You know you're not allowed in there. Okay. Ah, of course, my apologies. Thank you, Master Mala. Okay, this is something. This didn't work. We have to have a look where we get the money otherwise. Maybe we talk to Gernot at some point. Yeah, but I don't want to steal from the sacristy anyways. We are rascal, but we wouldn't steal from the church, I think. Here, back to the Bailey. And here's the Scriptorium already. Isn't that just pretty? What kind of church are we talking about, by the way, or like Abbey? Also just learning about construction style. With these little... It's almost romantic, no? With these little entrances of light into this stuff here. Well, let's have a look into the prior's house first. Hello, anybody home here? No? What is this? What is this? A Volvel. I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracts. What is this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to read Latin letters underneath. Yeah. And the outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. The lines connecting the holes from constellation Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. Oh yeah, Cassiopeia, Great Wagon. Okay, this one I don't know. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. And that reveals a different set of letters underneath. I wonder what is it for? A cipher of some sort? I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Okay, we don't. Oh, I'm really bad with really bad with riddles, and I was already. It seems like we have to get back at some point. Okay, Prior's house is empty. Then let's. Now, before somebody calls us to work, let's check out the rest in here quickly. Before we. Oh, dormitory. I didn't expect to be here, to be honest. Wait. Interesting. Where's our bed? Cloister? Ah! Wow. Who's this guy? He's a fancy one. Let's do it systematically before I get completely lost in here. By the way, still, like the art style, I'm so happy about this game. I really hope that more people find their way here than just like 2 or 3 clicks. Otherwise it would be kinda... okay. Like the end, and here's different entrances. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to finish these ones first. Let's have a look at the tower. I probably shouldn't just ring a bell up here. Doesn't look like I can. Ah, the Alps in the background, the beautiful upper Bavarian countryside. And again, like, I'm really excited about art style and the vibe of the game so far. Down in the basement, what do we have here? The foundations of the Abbey were built when the Roman occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. Yeah, if we're playing in Upper Bavaria, this makes a lot of sense, since... yeah, basically with... Oh god, I should... Titus and Germanicus, like the areas of Rhaetia. Here's like where I'm right now. I don't know where, because Tassing is a fictional place. But nowadays Augsburg, Augusta Vindelicum, was the capital at the beginning, or yeah, very soon, let's say, the capital of the province of Rhaetia, of the Roman Empire, or if you're a little bit more eastern, then it would be Noricum. So yeah, below the Danube, and then during Vespasian, I think this was more established, and Mark Aurel used the area a lot during his Marco-Mannic wars. So yeah, with a shift of the center of the province, but nevertheless the Romans were here on the game in these areas. Okay. These tombs markers go back all centuries, all the way to the founding of the Abbey. So it is a fictional place. I don't know if there's actual monasteries here that date back to Roman origin. I'm not 100% sure, but why not? Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kyrsa's power in the 14th century, those days have long passed. Do we see something of his magnificence? Oh, there's a crown. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame is hidden down here. Shame is hidden down here. Oh god, iconography, okay. Mother, Mary and Child. Shame is hidden here. The apple? The crown? Oh, would it be, is it weird to crown her? I mean, there's definitely crowned Marias and Madonnas with a crown somewhere. Also here, especially in Bavaria, we have a weird obsession with Maria, but the key, the dove, this one, and the apple. Oh god, guys, but I have to make a decision. And Andreas is obviously not the most religious guy. So what is the shame? Maybe this ginormous clothing here of her doesn't look too pietyful. There must be something else. Okay, I have several chances. Then the apple. Nothing special. No, the crown was okay. Then it's the key. That was it. Wow. Now what? Ooh. This comes unexpected. I have to remember this. Ah, okay, I'm just gonna use this another time. Okay. Interesting, things are getting more and more yeah, heated up. There's secrets in this place. Who would have thought? Wait, what? Okay, let's go to the Scriptorium right now, right? Yeah, come on. Not that anybody gets too suspicious. Or if they go to church quickly. Oh no, this. Oh, okay, that's where we're going. And maybe have to... yeah, this is like the 3D is a little bit hidden behind stuff, but it's okay. Scriptorium. So this is where we mostly work, I assume. And here's Piero, our colleague, I guess. Hello. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather, Mr. Adok. My bones ache, it means a storm is coming. Big York Yatna says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Big York, our friend, right? Brother Aladok has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the youth who jeered the aged prophet Elisha. Who jeered? The aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Aladok? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord in his ineffable wisdom may choose to strike down. Yeah. Yeah, we are the rascals, of course. Calm yourself, Brother Adok. You're too sensitive to guys' jokes. And again, people hate us. I am old Andreas. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. But I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferenc is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lawrence Rotvogel had arrived and he hurried out like a mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rotvogel. It's pathetic. Your feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Okay, Guy is a little bit of a... not the nicest guy. Oh no, Baron Rotvogel. His manuscript. Piero, go. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly at me. Of course, that's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about your patron's visit. Come on, you don't be such a dick. Gee, something you will stand where Piero is and a young monk will stand where you are right now. Come on, now we are feeling a little bit... Since we met Rotvogel and he told us about the manuscript, I'm feeling a little bit bad with Piero. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas, Baron Rotvogel is not like anybody else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freising. Alright, Prince Bishop of Freising, religious and secular ruler of the scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kiesow Abbey. Yeah, Freising is not a fictional place, it's right north of Munich, and nowadays the bishopship is called the Diocese Munich-Freising. And Freising was actually one of the dates back way earlier than like 4 or 5 centuries earlier than Munich, and one was closer to the one bridge over the river of Isar, so it was the center here in the area, and it's still like an important abbey. In the end, I just visited actually recently, so a lot of things come together here. It's quite impressive. Nice and interesting story. You can check that one out, but I think it's not too relevant right now. Kiesow is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Yeah. Do your masterpiece. Oh, that's right. I need to reference in the Mao manuscript. In the Mao, a prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. Well, I haven't heard of those guys. Stena, what do you want, Andreas? A book, the In the Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Book of Hours, a type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the Divine Office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Okay. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? What do you mean? Did you sleep alone or... Zidena? What do you want to know? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. What? Oh, Zidena is a filthy one. Lectio Divina is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on Scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in Benedictine communities. Hey, come on, let's keep our flirt going on. If it's a flirt, I don't know. You're really a cloud on a sunny day, Andreas. Could I just get the book? Ugh, that's all that way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? Let's be nice. I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it for my work. Really? My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminata to get it. Oh, Illuminata. She looks sad. Sister Illuminata. Andreas needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me. Lol. Andreas. Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Intermezoo manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yeah. Yes, I overheard here. Please return it promptly. Interesting that it's closed, but I guess it was like that. The division of nuns and monks when they're even in one abbey, I'm not sure. Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Oha! Oh yes, the composition is lovely. There is a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice. Oh, Nico. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not very overpowering the scene. It doesn't feel right, I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean it's all my work? That's what clients want. What do you want? Where are you in this work? What do you want? I didn't know there was room for me in here. It is inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent? It's November. In November we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage in acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it's not the way November is. Interesting, this discrepancy between apparently a perception of November and the actual law in here. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. Interesting. That's really interesting to think about medieval sources in general. It is most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book for ours will outlive us all. What a wise man, Piero. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Those. Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? Some random historians at dusty universities. But you need to listen to my opinion. You need not to listen to my opinions. They are just thoughts of an old monk. But I see a lot of that. There's no place for the monastic Scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Does that make you sad? I admit I am still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth I knew it could not last. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries, so be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing be brought to truth. Don't you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write, anyone being able to read anything? I think there will be always a place for artists like you and Brother Edok. Guy's not so fond of that one. Brother Guy. It's kind of you to say so, Andreas, but you need to be concerned for me. I have lived a long life and happy to have served the Lord. I mean, we're not too complacent with everybody, but here we're working with them, and maybe we don't want to have it too bad of a time. When he calls for me, I am ready. Yeah, come on, you have a couple of years. What? Oh, we worked. Where's the time gone? It is already terze. Terze. Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Terze precedes Mass and chapter meeting. Wait, 9 a.m. When did we work? Before? Holy moly. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Until later, Andreas. Until later. We'll be left alone, sighing. Oh gosh. Okay, there we see this thing again. Interesting. Illuminata, what's going on in here? Let's have a quick look first. Nothing to see here. We can talk at least to Illuminata. Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a ball of paint to the floor. But then Prior Ferenc came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed and left. Ferenc was it? He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me. He was slamming books shut. Prior Ferenc should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. I just know it. With the ladies, we are complicit. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the Scriptorium. Divine reading. Lectio Divina is the thoughtful reading of and meditation on Scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part of life in Benedictine communities. Okay, and the Scriptorium we of course had already. Are you still mad at me? Clear Chronicle, a history of the universe from creation to 1082, written by the Irish monk Mariano Scotus. Are you still mad at me for boring the Chronica Clara? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. Not valid? Is it not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes? One who wrote masterworks that even now Gru's libraries at Grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda and Mainz. Let's read this definitely. Cologne, large and powerful free imperial city on the Rhine River. It is a major hub for commerce between Italy and the Netherlands. It is also a popular site for pilgrims as its cathedral contains relics of the 3 wise men represented as crowns on their arms. Mainz. Located on the Rhine River, Mainz is the home of the Archbishop of Mainz, an elector of the Holy Roman Empire, and Primas Germaniae, the Pope's substitute north of the Alps. Fulda. Town built around an old Benedictine abbey near the center of the empire. Fulda's abbots are imperial princes and wield great powers. Since we already had the excursus on Roman history in Germany, Mainz and Cologne are both obviously also Roman cities, so that's something that is weird that it hasn't been mentioned here. So therefore, in early medieval, it's still probably among the biggest cities in Germany. I mean, Cologne is still number 4 up to this day. No, it is not. Not unless it pertains to your work, for the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rotvogel? Why is the prayer friend so nervous? Lorenz? We met him before we talked. Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prayer and Father Abbot have. I only know that he purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Like what? What did he buy? I can't remember, you know. I'll have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help in any way I can. Thank you, it's for the good of the Abbey. Where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewn books around the Scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid. A poetic epic telling the legend of Aeneas, a heroic Trojan who struggled to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches. Oh, I know the ones here. They're among... I come and joke around. What? Nuremberg inches are... Yeah, she's annoyed. What color are the covers again? Reddish. Oh, I know the ones. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not his to keep. Let's quickly pick them up. Alrighty, there's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Those volumes were old when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was that? Can you read something? Cornubiis summoque uluad ille dies primus leti primusque malorum causa fuit. This days the first leti, I don't know, primusque the first, and malobum worst cause was. Okay, I won't embarrass myself with further Latin, in case you and somebody watches that is very fluent and a good Latinist. You're always very much invited to translate anything you see and put it down in the comments, and it would be a fantastic word and would be mind-blowing actually. Yeah, I've studied some baseline Latin, but it's long ago. When I read German translations, I can find the passages in the original, but not this way. Anyways, how long was that? 3 years, what the hell. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Aeneas chooses duty on the gods over his lover Dido. Oh yeah, Dido. Actually, this is cool, well made. If you're interested in Dido, there was still my old world playthrough from the very beginning of this channel, where we played as Dido as Carthage. So if you want to have a look at that one, there are actually still campaign missions to come. In case you're watching this and you're missing old world, let me know and make some commercial or make a strong point for it. Maybe I come back to it at some point. To think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero. We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes this more seriously than most of the others in this abbey. You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Is it really that bad? You're right, of course. Well, surely it is not that dire. Yeah, you're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and choices truly are. Okay, hello. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men or wizened crowns. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun. It is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you're not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry for men. Now the books, if you please. Interesting. Thank you. Next, Wretched Gerin. This is a printed copy. Wretched Gerin. Italian chivalric romance written by Andrea da Barberino in the early 15th century. Titular characterizes from impoverished origins to go on heroic adventures and discover his noble parentage. Originally published as a manuscript, it enjoyed greater success as a printed book. Fuck, I clicked something away. I do not have the size of the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Adok was reading it. I feel like we have to do this now, before the save comes, so this is going to be a long episode. Wow. Chi è questo cavaliere che domanda battaglia, cui egli risposi, non so chi sia se non fosse il meschino. E ricordato Alessandro del Meschino prese alcuna speranza nella sua desolazione il lodo Dio. As you see, my Italian is not way better. I also studied Italian in school, but I can't anymore. Speak some Spanish now, and therefore everything is mixed up. Well, who is this knight? Who domanda battaglia domanda? In this housely or dominating the battle, whose response blah blah blah, but then that's anyways cutting, right? But look how beautiful this is done once again. If you know Italian, same with Latin, down in the comments. Would absolutely appreciate it. I hope there will be viewers in the end. Anyways, the beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Amadeo Rusco of Lugano. Lugano in Switzerland? Yeah. Highly contested Swiss market down in the southwestern Alps. Dukes of Como and Milan fought for control over it until it was claimed by the Swiss Confederation in 1513. Oh, very nice place if you have ever a chance to go. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. They loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. That book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. Yeah, we read this before. A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, and lives a little life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Gerin learns that he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. Okay, what's the harm? Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There's neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female. For you all alone in Christ Jesus. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? In truth, it's unlikely you'd be considered liable under Bavarian law. I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. I'm not fully sure what he wants to say with that one, but let's go with this one. Oh, are you a legal scholar now as well as an artist? Well, actually I did study law at university. I don't care, I'm not concerned about the legality of it, but the principle. The book, please. There's only one book left, then you will be freed from the bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. Oh, I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading that. Guy, where are you? Here. I know that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is it? Ah, French, Armée, Touché, Pardieu. I also don't speak French, even less than the other languages. But now with my baseline Latin, Italian, and Spanish knowledge, I sometimes can actually read it. I feel like, what is this anyway? How? Ooh, maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Mahler. One of the previous abbots tolerated in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its authors shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andreas. It is my own place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you... She's very... Why she's like so authority-believing. Yeah, but interesting insight into, of course, I mean, written by somebody this day. I don't know if they would have talked like this back in the day, but I feel like there's a lot of interesting questions and things arising always in this game. I really, the style is just fascinating. Sorry for the, again for the praising. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? Okay, we float towards heaven 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books, he didn't want to see it destroyed. I can sympathize with him, that's fine, but Father Matthias is... gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot decision, but when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. I do, so do Mother Cecilia and Father Gernot. Well, I refuse to give it to you if you're all going to do is destroy it. I think that's what we say. We're not gonna get burned for it. No, for a deeper... Yeah, there's no deeper, like, we don't even know what it's about, but come on, like, this beautiful... We're writing books, I don't want it to be destroyed. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? I'm not sure. I'll hide it, keep it safe. Give me that book or our deal is for fate. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rotvogel. I appeal to your duty as the librarian of this abbey not to destroy this book. My duty is to God and to the vows I made, to the rule. But what about the librarian's rule, the rule to protect books? Oh, wow. We are... Ah, this is apparently a chance now. Okay, so we did very well here. And we failed again. No, just made that up. Ah, super. Consider the sound theological reasons now. I propose a compromise. I'll take the book from the Abbey, far away. I'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it. If you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book when he wanted destroyed. I don't like this, Andreas. I feel he's wrong in my heart. Oh, this with the legal stuff might have been not so smart, but we can persuade her. Wow. I swear I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years, and besides, how could you have stopped me? I'm trusting you in this, Andreas, against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this. Nice. And we get even an achievement for convincing her. Good. Can we finish this quickly? Now then, Baron Rotvogel. Quickly though. I need to finish up here soon. Now then, Baron Rotvogel. You said that the buys looks from the Abbey. What kinds? He mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tassia. He said it had some scandalous details in it. He also mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. Do you know anything about the books? I've heard of it, but I've never read it, and I know little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land, okay? What about that could have upset Madame Matthias so much? What do you know about the Romans and Tussing? Since we talked about it, let's click it quickly. I have no proper education on the subjects. I only know the folklore passed between the locals and this community. And of course, the miraculous life of Saint Moritz is intertwined with that of the colony. But you can always ask Brother Mathieu about the Senate. It's a story he told hundreds of times. Ah, the saint. What do you know about the legend of Saint Moritz? I've read many lives about of the saints. The legends may have written and spoken about Moritz are quite familiar. Do you question their validity? Ideas transcend, text transcends stories. The legends are instruments to inspire us. God knows the saints' virtue. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Smile devilishly. What are you smiling about? I'm filled with the joy of books. You're a strange man. Good day, Andreas. God be with you. Alright. That's the bell for 6. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the Abbey. And then we're saving. Oh, the brothers should be in the refectory for dinner. Now it's a good time to sneak into the sacristy. No, I think I still don't want to do this. And guys, this is a great moment for me to save, actually. Since one of the few things the only problem I've got with the game so far is the saving, since, yeah, you can't really steer that. And, yeah, as you know, you might have noticed after my Twitch, I had to reduce a little bit, at least to talk with Mr. Rotvogel, which is okay. But now I noticed this little symbol means it is saved. And therefore a good moment for me to end after this, yeah, intense kick-off here in the cloister, here in the Scriptorium. Long conversation here with Illuminata and the other lads. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'm reaching more people than the last times, and yeah, we're gonna get some audience for this wonderful game here together. Yeah, if you have anything to add, any questions, any remarks and so forth, let me know down in the comments. And of course, once again, if you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if you support me with a like and subscription to keep this channel going and help me a little bit out. That would be really nice of you. Thank you for your support. Then, most importantly, see you next time in the next episode. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.